Morning. Yesterday, I showed you the C4 card and explained a little bit about what it's used for. And today I want to explain a little bit more about how it actually works. Working the C4 card starts with a problem, of course. So I want to place these cards where people are at their workstations. So they're working along and they have a problem. Now you notice there are four sections to this C4 card. There's a concern section in blue, a cause section in red, a countermeasure section in yellow, and a confirm section in green, right? So when a problem occurs, the team member grabs a card and in the white space explains what happened. Just what did you see, what happened, what problem occurred, and you put your name on it. And then you're going to post the card either on a board, a C4 board, or just to hand it to the team leader as the team leader goes by. When the leader gets a chance, the leader's going to pull the card, going to look at the problem, going to see who it was, and they're going to go to that person and just ask them to do a quick little initial assessment and decide whether or not they need to assign a coach to work this card or if they want to do it themselves. So we're going to assign the coach or work it themselves, and the next thing we do is we have a dialogue. And the dialogue is really driven by this section up here where it says ask questions about who, what, when, where, and how. So we want to get more information about the problem. Who did it happen to? What exactly happened? When did it happen? Where did it happen? And how bad was it? This is a dialogue that kind of promotes critical thinking. Once we get that problem kind of shaped up a little bit, maybe even broken down a little bit more, now we're going to do a quick 5 whys root cause analysis, and we're going to record that here. Now keep in mind the team lead or the coach is going to be writing on the card. The only thing the individual employee has to do is write the initial description and put their name on it. That's it. Team lead will write the rest as we're coaching. The dialogue piece not only helps the team member, but it also teaches that team leader and that coach how to ask better questions and be a better leader, build stronger relationships. What I recommend then is after we get to this point, now if it's a simple problem and there's only a 1-shift operation, you can go ahead and flip it open. You can say, all right, what are we going to do about it, and think through the rest of it and completely finish the card. But in most cases, there are other people that we need to get involved. So at this point, once you get down to finish with the root cause, then we want to put it back on the board and let other shifts or other departments get a shot at giving us some feedback on it. So back up in the board in an in-process column, or I've got some different labels for mine. Maybe I'll show you that in a separate program. The next morning, once everybody's had a chance to look at it, we're going to pull it again, and we're going to adjust whatever inputs we had here, again, in dialogue between the coach and the team member. What do we need to change based on the input we got? Then we want to go over to the countermeasure side. Usually, we're going to have one primary countermeasure that we're going to evaluate, but you can also kind of separate this into a couple of different ones. We want to kind of create this need for creativity. So I want to come up with a couple of different ways to solve the problem, and then use these evaluation criteria to evaluate those different countermeasures and decide which one is best. So we want to explore multiple options, evaluate it this way, select one, and then just real simply plan. Here's our implementation plan. What are you going to do to actually make this thing real? And then execute that plan. So that might be another delay. So any other delay gets stuck up on the board. Once it's done, then we're going to check the result. We're going to do the confirm stage in here. We're going to make sure we standardize. We're going to make sure we get approved. We're going to gather the results, tell the stories, and reflect on what we learned. We also want to review the process. Did we follow this process as planned? And if we deviated, why did we deviate? And what did we learn by going through this whole thing? Another thing that really drives how you use the card is the type of problem that you have. And that's what I'll set up for tomorrow. I've got 4 different types of response problems that I'll share with you, and that'll tee us up and take us through a little bit more detail. I'm David Veach, and this is Elevate Your Performance. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.